What's the most important key to victory for Murray?
It's very difficult to just highlight one, Jason, because I think a lot of things have to fire well in order to beat Djokovic, not just one. I mean, I think he has to serve well. It's imperative, but you know, the forehand and backhand down the lines for me are such key shots. You know, they have to work in tandem with one another. I don't think one will be enough without the other.
It's a lovely little dig from Murray.
And I want to see Andy not be scared to move forward. I think knowing how well Djokovic defends, he's got wonderful hands. He's got to use them. Just take a couple more chances, a few more forays forward.
Primo servizio.
Murray thinks that one's just missed. Seems pretty confident. Damien Steiner agrees. Nice competent holds for Murray. Of course, they're celebrating his 29th birthday today. But he was saying yesterday that he can't remember ever winning a match on his birthday, so it doesn't bode particularly well for his chances this afternoon. But even more importantly, Robbie, two very important women also celebrating their birthdays today.
They certainly are. My mum would have been 84 today. And of course, sorely missed is Greta. And of course, Helena's birthday today as well, isn't it?
Exactly, my wife, but keeps telling me she's 29. Not so sure, but got to go with that, right?
Lovely.
Of course, Judy's in the house as well, and his mum. Give him plenty of support. Novak's birthday next week. So these guys are very closely associated throughout all of their junior days and into the senior ranks. For those that didn't see the match yesterday evening, Robbie, between Djokovic and Nishikori, what happened to Djokovic and his ankle? Because he had some problems, didn't he, in the opening set?
That's right. He went to clear the cloud of his shoe and gave his shoe a whack, but missed it, and then hit the bone on the side of his ankle. And of course, it opened up, and he had to take a medical timeout for it. And it bothered him the whole of the first set. Kept shaking it out. Call on the trainer, get it wrapped up.
So we'll need to keep an eye on that today. Seems to be moving pretty well at the moment. It's a lovely little backhand. We talked about keys to victory for Murray. What about Djokovic? Is it just playing well enough? He's simply better than everybody else. If he plays well, he'll win.
Yes, that's how I feel about it now. And I also think in these big matches, this is what he plays for now. I think playing in the opening round matches is almost a bit cumbersome for these kind of players when they're on the top of their game, when Federer was going, through his supreme reign. Same for Nadal. They just want to get to the big finals. And again, you talk about the down the line shots. So important for him as well to keep outmaneuvering Andy. His drop shot was a little suspect yesterday against Nishikori. It came and went. It was, I would say, more misses than makes.
He almost missed his foot again there. It's exactly what he did against Nishikori in the early stages of the opening set. There's a lot of top surface on this court. Players have complained about it all week. Quarterfinals day, it was very, very windy here as well. So Murray was saying, when it isn't, you've got all this top surface on the court. When it does get windy, that goes quickly, and suddenly you're playing on a hard court. The ball's pinging around all over the place. So it's been tough conditions this week for the players, and especially down Djokovic's end. There's been a pothole or two in the court there, so players have had to be wary of. That's all part and parcel of the European clay court swing. Every clay court plays a little differently.
Talk about the use of the down-the-line shots. How was that rally? Even though Djokovic has come off second best there, Murray's covered a lot of court.
13-14.
So Murray with an opportunity to make a perfect start here. Ooh, I think he's just missed it. Wasn't much in it.
Yes.
Big fan of that play. Murray's been returning well and aggressively.
Good digs from Murray there.
Just having a look back at some of the history, the last 4 matches they've played, the opening sets have been pretty convincing for Djokovic. 6-2, 6-1, 6-2, 6-1. Important for Murray to hang with him, or at least, even better, get an early break.
Djokovic has won all 19 of their previous meetings when he's won the opening set. That is crucial.
Of course, last week his break-point conversion rate was 2 of 10 in that final.
That's such an important number against the best players in the world, isn't it, in the big matches. Boris Becker will know all about that. Perhaps just looking skywards there. 1 or 2 thunderstorms have been forecast for early evening here. We've got away with it so far today. Keep our fingers crossed.
Vantaggio, Murray.
Quite found his range or rhythm yet.
And that's why it's so important to get this early break from Murray. And I hope he doesn't back down given a look at a second serve here. Even though he's missed one on the very first break point he had. Coach Jamie Delgado will understand that's the right play.
Oh, he's missed it. He read it well.
Against Djokovic now, that's 10 break points in a row that he hasn't converted on, going back to that final game in Madrid when he had 7.
That's it. That's it.
And already, this could prove to be a crucial game.
Vantaggio, Djokovic.
Might be 1 or 2 spots of rain just starting to fall now. Nice and aggressive. That has to be the game plan. Gets the opportunity to step up inside the baseline. He must take the ball on.
Couldn't agree with you more.
That's it. That's it.
Back to juice. Of course, being a clay court, we can play in constant drizzle. The slower the conditions, Robbie, would that benefit?
I think it would just help Djokovic a little more. Murray probably needs a little bit more help through the court than what Novak does.
Just held the shot long enough. And got there eventually, but he's highly frustrated that it took him 11.5 minutes to hold serve.
And Murray fake left, but the feeling Novak was always going to bunt that down the line.
Gracias. Il gioco è continuo, grazie.
And he doesn't like playing when it's raining. A bit of discussion earlier this week in similar circumstances with the umpire. So it's not overly heavy. And this court's in good nick. They keep it dry. They've had the covers on it. They played the women's final on it earlier today.
What about if players have got natural guts in their strings? Because of course that gets affected dramatically with moisture. I mean, do they take that into consideration?
No. No, it's just whether the actual court surface is fit for play. But, the gut strings will tend to swell and fray, won't they? You lose your feel. So he's not happy playing in the rain, Murray. Played in the snow in Munich, obviously, a few weeks ago. Not quite as bad.
Yeah.
Just missed it. Djokovic would do well here if he could put Murray under a little bit of pressure while he's still a little stressed out with the conditions. But certainly not happy with the way he's striking the ball so far. Looking inquiringly at Damian Steiner. Not getting anything out of him. And if I'm Murray here, I've got to be pretty pleased with how things have panned out in the first 17 minutes. I'd want to stay out there for as long as possible. Djokovic definitely looking frustrated. Certainly well short of his best form. So why not make the most of it?
Murray.
And despite struggling with his first serve percentage, he's only made 3 of 8 so far. He's had the better of the opening exchanges here and leads 2 games to 1.
Open umbrellas, please. Umbrellas.
It's getting very wet. You still want to play?
Yeah. As long as the court is fine, we should keep playing.
Well, I don't think it's fine. No. It's already wet and now it's even more.
I think Djokovic just having a quick chat with Damian Steiner, saying he doesn't really want to continue. It's getting a little heavier. Andy Murray was all over him in that previous game, looking for the nod to hit the locker rooms. I think the court's still in pretty decent nick myself. Lines will get a little slippery, but we've certainly played in much heavier rain. Kyrgios and Raonic earlier in the week were playing when it was raining much more heavily than this.
It's pretty comfortable up here, isn't it? Leather chairs, air conditioner room.
Yeah, with the retractable roof. We had that open on the first couple of days, but it's been closed since. So umpire deciding that it's fit enough to carry on. No breaks of serve as yet. Murray with the 3 break points in Djokovic's opening service game.
Grazie. Signore.
There's a fair bit of commotion in the crowd with newcomers and umbrellas being unfurled.
Signore, signore. Grazie.
Yeah, those in the cheap seats always like to give the VIPs a hard time.
Always.
Zero 15. Love 15.
Nice. Love the footwork from Murray. As soon as he realized the impact the initial forehand had,
30.
he realized the reply was going to be short. Not an easy shot this, it's low, but Murray loves it.
Seduti dietro il campo,
Anything
per
that's
cortesia,
cross
signore,
court.
per cortesia.
Or inside in. What's happening with my backhand? He has missed a couple of moments. Just hasn't quite got the feel as Novak.
It's a little cheap.
'He's been undone there by the lack of pace on that serve. Just 167. Just turned over his arm there and he's got the freebie.
Pallina dietro il te. Grazie.
It's almost in double figures already as far as unforced errors are concerned. Only at the tail end of the fourth game, so all sorts of problems for Djokovic and more break points for Murray. So a little bit of a birthday gift that's from Djokovic.
Murray conduce 3 games to 1.
Murray gets the break and Djokovic there is pretty fortunate.
That racket, if that racket hits somebody, you can get defaulted.
Well, that's why he's giving the umpire a thumbs up though, saying,
No, that.
right, and that's what the umpire's saying there, so that, you know,
He's telling him he's walking a fine line there.
yes.
Grazie.
And Djokovic breathing a sigh of relief there. Good job, he says. Oh, you can be giving him a hard time. Done him a favour there, hasn't he?
Yes.
Upshot of it all is Murray with the break. Leads 3-1 now.
Where Murray's got to keep the momentum working in his favour now.
15 left.
Djokovic has got a lot of thoughts swirling around in his head. He's hitting his backhand well. Obviously just had that altercation with the umpire.
Nicely done.
40-0. 30 love.
It's like his anticipation is good because it wasn't a great drop shot.
Trenta 15. 30-15. Grazie. Grazie. Quaranta 15. 40-15. Djoko, Murray.
It's Murray with the upper hand, undoubtedly, in this opening set. Leads 4-1.
Ragazzi, vieni qua.
Quite raining as heavily as it was previously. Most of the umbrellas are put away, apart from the two for the players, of course. Showers have been forecast up until about sort of 8 or 9 o'clock this evening. There was a lot of talk earlier in the week about the possibility of a Monday final, but obviously nobody wants that. Everybody will be heading from here to Paris, start their preparation for the French Open. Keep our fingers crossed. It's looking good at the moment. Of course, Andy Murray with a decent lead in this opening set, looking to become the first British winner here in Rome in the Open era. It wouldn't be the first British player ever to have won the title here. Back in 1931, George Patrick Hughes beat Henri Crochet in the final. That was a good win back in the day, 4-3-2. And he was also runner-up the following year in 1932. And of course, Open era again, late 60s. Some fantastic champions down the year. Put their hands on the trophy, some of the greatest players of all time. And that's what Murray was talking about before the final. He said just to be competing in the final here, it's a big deal for him. But if he were to win it, sensational effort.
Indici 0, 15 love.
Before the final started, they had a little presentation on court for the Italian Davis Cup team. Winners in 1976. In that same year, Adriano Panatta won the singles here. And course, Nicola Pietrangeli, champion here twice. That's good tennis. Pietrangeli, a winner in 57 and 61, and of course, famously has the court named after him now. He was out there with the 1976 Davis Cup champions. Had a rich history of tremendous players in the 70s as far as the men were concerned. Now, of course, the women are more dominant here in Italy.
There
he is. He'll have a tale or two to tell.
Oh, I'm sure you will. Almost like an ambassador for the tournament, front and center every year. Big man. I imagine the personality goes with it.
Yeah. So he was runner-up here as well. 66, lost to Tony Roach on that occasion. Very famous tennis face. Some great past champions here when you look down the list. Bjorn Borg, winner in 78. Stan Smith's there as well. Never managed to get his hands on the trophy here, but 37 singles titles to his name. Great champions, but great clay court masters who won this tournament. Lendl, Wilander, Muster, Courier.
Don't leave out my favourite.
Go on.
Double B.
Go on.
Bjorn Borg.
Oh, of course. Yeah, not Boris. Didn't quite get his hands on a clay court title, did he?
No. That's why. Just paused there.
He'll be sending you a text in a minute. Of course, of late, it's all about Djokovic and Nadal dominated here. Agassi was a winner, though, back in 2002. Got to give a shout out to our good friend and fellow commentator, Jimmy Arias. Nice to see him claim a victory here in 1983.
He would have been a nipper back then, I think.
Yes, he would have had the zucchini on as well. I used to like Jimmy when I was a little kid. That big forehand of his. He tells a good story too, doesn't he?
Very good.
Nice injection of pace. Haven't seen many of those from Djokovic today.
The problem if you go down the line to Djokovic's backhand and you haven't got a lot of mustard on the forehand, he just steps in and rips it cross court. And it's a pattern of play that he executes so well. Puts you under pressure immediately in the point.
read it well, but all to no avail.
Both got such a good tennis IQ. Look at the angle he gets there. And there's no options for Andy.
Grazie.
It's a lovely shot.
And it was a pattern of play that Nishikori used very well yesterday evening.
40-30.
Djokovic goes down. The natural pattern is back cross court, but Kay kept going back to that area, catching Novak just like Andy's done there.
Finally finds a couple of first serves. One thing that's been sorely lacking in Murray's game so far. He's only made 7 of 19. Nevertheless, he's built a 5-2 lead. I must say, Robert, this opening set has run true to form as far as what we've seen from the players throughout the course of the week.
Yes, you're right. Well, we saw Novak having a slow start against Bellucci. Even the match against Robert was a slow start, even though he won that set. It was the same against Kay yesterday evening. You know, there was a lot going on. It was far from his best. And of course, mentioned how poorly Murray has started against him in the last 4 matches they've played. So things couldn't have panned out any better for the Scot.
That's
Lovely technique there with the open stance on the final backhand.
tempo. Seduti, signore e signore, per cortesia, grazie.
Murray couldn't have wished for a better start, really, in this opening set. Djokovic needing to hold to remain competitive in it.
Grazie. Primo servizio.
What a return.
15.
Djokovic thinks he missed. Did indeed. Nothing wrong with the mindset, though, of wanting to attack it.
15.
I think it's imperative.
Well,
40 love.
Depth
40, 50.
because of all the topsoil. If you can get the ball deep and bouncing close to the baseline, good chance of a deviation there. Much tougher for the opponent to time the shot on the half volley.
Djokovic. Murray conduce 5 giochi a 3. 5 games to 3.
So this is a big test for Murray. If he can hold here comfortably, give him a real shot in the arm.
Yeah, but the problem, and this is where it becomes very interesting, is the fact that the first serve percentage is only 37. So Djokovic has let him get away with it up until now. This is where Murray has to step up and improve those numbers, I think.
It's incredible, really, to think of the first serve percentage being that low, and yet against the best returner in the business, perhaps the best returner of all time, he's only dropped 3 points on serve so far. Lovely feel. And he actually anticipated the initial drop shot really well.
Like the body language as well there from Andy. 2 outstanding points. Coupled with 2 good first serves, but giving Novak a taste of his own medicine. I would have liked to have gone around the net, I think, Djokovic, if that option was available.
Barricades are up.
Gotta keep the sponsors happy.
No entry. Better return.
Still Murray should have made that on a strong wing. He would have expected to at the very least. Sometimes when you have a lot of open court like that, that's when you can get a bit tentative. Nervous moments these for any parent.
Much better serving in this game.
4 in a row, as far as the first serves are concerned.
40, 15.
So here's Murray. 2 set points. Starting to rain again. It's a wonderful return. I haven't seen too many of those.
40-30.
Murray's got to avoid the temptation of rushing here. They're trying to get the set done quickly before the rain comes. He's got to show patience.
movement in the crowd as well. They're putting the umbrellas up, getting the anoraks back on.
Allora, sono pronti, grazie. Per cortesia, grazie.
Lots of colour popping up around the court as the umbrellas unfurl.
Grazie.
Murray is still a point away from wrapping up this opening set. Oh, touch of genius from Murray there. Fantastic stuff. Wraps up the opening set, 6-3.
What a set of tennis. Certainly off the ground, he was very solid. But he's made the most of the situation, hasn't he? Because Djokovic has been off form again at the start of a match. It's so important that you do capitalize, because remember, as we suggested, that first serve percentage of Murray was very low before he stepped up to the line. But when it really mattered, he elevated his game, Jason.
Yeah, it's so surprising, isn't it? Because we highlighted the fact that we thought he would need to serve exceptionally well, but it's the fact that Djokovic has been so subpar so far. It's allowed Murray to get away with it.
Yeah, look at that. Just 4 winners and 14 unforced errors for the world number one. And when those opportunities present themselves, you've got to be ready to take them. And that's certainly what Murray did. And it'll take a lot of heart from closing out that opening set as comfortably as he did. So it's game on.
Grazie, giocatori sono pronti. Grazie.
So Novak Djokovic with much work to do here. Get the second set underway. Good tennis. If the rain gets a little heavier, Robbie, and Djokovic does get an opportunity to head to the locker room. Be interesting to be a fly in the wall with his discussion with Boris Becker. And it might well be the case if the rain gets any harder. Murray doesn't like it. Hates playing in the rain. Already looking towards the umpire for an opportunity to head to the locker room. Boris has come well prepared. Good tennis. Should we and Murray expect Djokovic to start this set better?
Definitely.
Djokovic.
That was like those old wooden indoor courts at Queens.
Remember them well.
First game, second set.
So that's a good start to the second set for Djokovic.
Well, it's Murray that's been so impressive off
I
the
see that one.
ground.
So you saw what happened?
I saw him.
Okay, but the court's fine.
I think the court is
Europe.
at the moment, yeah. I don't think the court is dangerous, yeah.
If you're Murray there, you don't want to leave now, surely.
No, I want to keep that momentum.
He just hates playing in the rain. He just finds it so disruptive to his concentration. But he's so experienced that he should fully understand that you know, this is what happens. This is a crucial service game here.
Quindi 0.
Well, he seems to have found his rhythm on serve in the last 10 minutes or so.
It's so close to the net with a little cross court.
Quindici, 30-15.
He's flighted that one so well. Watch him brush up the back of the ball here. Get the control with the spin. Contact right out in front of the body. Good technique.
30 pari.
He's just missed it.
Azione.
Whoosh, what happened there?
40-30.
He's just caught the outside edge of his shoe, hasn't
Yeah,
he?
it's just gripped into the play, hasn't it?
That's a lovely combination.
That's a goodie. Murray's got to be careful there that he doesn't get into passive mode.
Just dropped that backhand a little too short. That allowed Djokovic to bring the drop shot into play.
That's it. That's it.
Slightly heavier conditions, the drop shot works well.
Already has many winners in this set for Novak as I mean, in the whole entire first set.
Again, he had problems with his ankle on the return, didn't he?
Vantaggio Murray.
Normally his balance is so good. Again, the length is better from Djokovic in this game.
He is
Ill afford to show that he's starting to feel frustrated. No need to. Great dig on the return again, wasn't it?
Was.
Vantaggio Djokovic.
Is that an opportunity for Murray to move in there? I thought the inside-out forehand would have been the better shot and apply the pressure. Come in behind it. Let's see Djokovic try and pass you from 5 meters behind the baseline in the corner.
Let's see what he can do here.
That's it.
First break point of the match for the top seed.
What I'm talking about.
On the clay, those short volleys, even if you don't time them, they're still so effective.
They work out better. Little dump volley, as I like to call it. He mishit that one.
Yeah, I think he was luckier to get away with the first one, wasn't he?
Yep.
Rewarded for his courage, though. Coming forwards, back to deuce.
Vantaggio Murray.
That's a good decision by the umpire. Ball didn't put Djokovic off.
With the lines being a little wet, it's even quicker now when the guys catch it. It's like coming off glass.
It's big serving. Crucial hold out for Murray.
It's the aggressive mindset that he's had. I think it's been so important for him in this match. Again, in that tight situation, just pushing the envelope. Nice aggressive first serves. And off the ground today, I think he's definitely added a little bit more speed to his ground strokes. In the Madrid final, 106 kilometers an hour. Today, the average ground stroke speed's up to 114. It's a small but important difference. Because remember, he hasn't been serving that well.
And the conditions this week slower, so you have to work harder. Get something through the air and off the court. So you have to have an aggressive mindset. He's serving a lot better in the second set. He's made 9 of 12 first serves, certainly helping his cause. Remember, only made 12 of 25 in the opening set.
He's hit that forehand cross court well this week.
And then Chibari. 15-all.
It is his favourite of the two. Compare it to the one down the line. So I think he's become even more aggressive with it, which is good. Got such good feel on a drop shot, and it's the disguise that comes with it that makes it doubly effective.
22, 30-15.
It's 3 backhand drop shot winners now for the world number 1. Good time to play it as well. You can see how far inside the baseline he is. It means you're taking on less risk.
Tremendous forehand.
40-15. Djokovic. Djokovic conduce 2 giochi a 1. 2 games to 1.
2-1. Second set, a little more competitive than the opening stages of the first set as far as Djokovic is concerned. And Murray, of course, looking to get a win here to feed his confidence going into the French Open. He will be seeded number 2. He'll be back to world number 2 on Monday when the new rankings come out. Djokovic will be the top seed, 2 days on horseback ahead of everybody else at the top of the rankings. The draw, of course, will be fascinating, just as it was this week. Crucial to see who falls where in those ranked between 3 and 8. See whether we get a top-heavy draw like we had this week, or whether they all fall in the bottom half. Oh, it's good tennis. I like the double bluff from Djokovic there. Went like he was going to play the drop shot, old school approach instead.
15.
Twice. It's too fucking dangerous to play here. Twice I twisted in 2 games.
We wanna swap them in the next changeover. If he gives like this, we wanna swap the next changeover again.
Apologies for the language from Djokovic, but I understand why he's concerned. He said he's gone over on his ankle a couple of times. It's that end, the end that he's at now, that's caused problems for the players all week.
And what happens with the moisture seeping into the court, the clay becomes a lot softer, folks. So with the aggressive movement, it starts to take small chunks out of the court.
Quindici pari.
And when you get those little indentations, player's foot can get stuck in it. That's when you can do your ankle. Very easily on clay it can happen.
Yep. Of course, that's the last thing he wants. Last thing anybody wants. All of these little things are really frustrating Djokovic this week. Can sense there's a chance here. He's urging himself on. And of course, so mum and dad been courtside all week. It's a wonderful serve. Such a big difference for Murray. The second set has won 9 of 11 points when the first serve's gone in, 0 of 5 when he's been down to his second serve. Crucially, continues to make those firsts when it really matters. Such a fine line to be trodden, isn't there, between being aggressive and being overly so. See what Djokovic can muster here. Superb.
And that's what it requires to beat this guy. Crucial moments. You've got to be able to deliver. And I love the fact that Murray was prepared to push the envelope here. It was a predetermined play that he was going to serve and volley. He's been hitting the slider down the middle with great effect. And he's at the tougher serve with a pattern of play that he doesn't do often on a huge point. Props to him.
It's a little ropey.
Vantaggio Djokovic.
That's the baseline points won by set. Things quickly shifting the way of Djokovic here in the second stanza.
More big serving. Huge improvement in that regard compared to the opening set.
First serve percentage here, 70 in set number 2, 48 in set number 1. Remember, he has got a warning already for bouncing his racket.
Vantaggio Murray.
And out of the tennis court into the stands.
I wonder where he gets it from.
2 games.
Tell you what, that fire burns bright.
Crucial hole for Murray, adding to Djokovic's frustration. 2-all.
It's world class. Once again, the feel.
And 22, love 15.
Look at the height he's given that one. It's like a good flop shot on the links.
Tell you what, Murray's done well there. There's nothing wrong with the 400 he was using as a neutralizing shot, but Djokovic rarely then misses that backhand cross. And how quickly things can change. He had to work so hard to fend Djokovic off in the previous game. He's got chances of his own here.
This time it was all over that backhand. Important for Murray to be proactive in these baseline rallies. He's got to try and take it to Djokovic. Being picky, just find the forehand, don't look for the winner. You are going to change it up. It's been struck with pace, so Novak will have to think twice about being aggressive when hitting it back. What I'm talking about. Murray fans will be delighted, so will Jamie, and so will Mum. I think on another day he might have gone into his shell here. The scoreboard was back at 30 all after being 30 love up, but he hasn't. He's continued to press on.
Point for a 3-2 lead. Just turned into a golden opportunity. Will he take the ball on? He will indeed. And rewarded for being so courageous. Superb tennis from Murray. Very much in the driving seat now.
Well, that was a look up to his box, as if to say, how do you like them apples? Even though he'd missed a couple early on in the match, he was going for it. And the question is, will he have the audacity to do it on a big point? And he has. And that's why he's going to beat him. If he can continue to play this way. Djokovic is there for the taking, but you can't allow the world number one to play himself into his comfort zone, because then you're looking for trouble. So Murray's taken him out of that comfort zone on this break point.
And played to his strengths. He's got a wonderful backhand return. He's been practicing taking it earlier and adding pace to that shot. Why not come in behind it when you know your opponent can only defend? You have to win the vast majority of points when you employ that particular pattern of play. I did ask you at the beginning of the week, Robbie, to pick your 5 favourites for the French Open. You came up with Djokovic, Murray, Nadal, Nishikori and Thiem. And I ask you to take that down to 3 now in order, having seen all of the tennis that we've seen this week, and of course a set and a half already today. So your top 3 favourites for the French Open in order are
Djokovic, Murray, Nadal. Nice move forward. Of course, you highlighted yours.
I did. I had Djokovic, Murray, Wawrinka, Federer, and Nishikori. No Nadal at the beginning of the week, but after what I've seen this week, he's definitely a title contender, no question. And I'm the same as you: Djokovic, Murray, Nadal. Of course, a lot depends on the draw.
Of course it does.
Just as this week, you only had Murray and Wawrinka, it has to be said, in the bottom half, but he's shown no form whatsoever over the course of the last few weeks. Of course, he's the defending champion, but he could go nuclear at any time, but highly unlikely if you're struggling with confidence and match wins. So we all await the draw with bated breath.
That is quite extraordinary from Murray. I thought he had no business winning this point when he hit the backhand smash, but he really did so well to grind his way back into it. Lungs and legs working overtime.
Operazione.
Djokovic is doing a good job in the second set of pounding Murray's second serve. He's won all 7 points so far when he's got a look at it. So Murray keeps having to make those first when it really matters. That's wonderful tennis. It was such a good little dig from Murray. No panic there when it would have been easy to do so.
40-30.
I think his 4 is forward on imperative against the world number 1. So difficult to beat him from the back of the court. He's shown that over the last couple of years now.
He's won 12 of 16 points at the net so far today, Murray. Outstanding numbers.
Gioco Murray. Murray conduce 4 giochi a 2. 4 games to 2.
2 games away from a famous victory now.
Grazie. Correction 15-0, 15 left. Invece varie 15.
A little bit of luck at the moment. You don't often say that.
40-15. 15.
He's done him again.
That shot's been so good all week, hasn't it?
40-30.
But it's the combination, the fact that he's just clubbing it from the baseline initially. And the aggressive mindset means that Novak has to be a little bit on his heels. So this shot is very much on. Good court position from Andy. He's got incredible feel on that backhand.
Djokovic,
Better ball striking from Djokovic. A little more aggressive. 4-3 now.
Completely.
We are helping you in court every
every changeover we stop in the court. What else we can do?
I don't want to play anymore.
Well, the court is playable. We have to play. I don't see any problem to keep playing. We're trying to help you fixing the court every changeover. What else we can do, Nole? I don't know.
What else? Not to play. Wait.
It's not raining now.
It's not raining.
The court is fine.
It wasn't like it wasn't raining for an hour,
It
right?
was, but now the court is fine.
And there is no consequences on the court, right? It's all wet. The lines are not slippery.
In this kind
You
of
could
rain,
say, right? You could judge.
in this kind of rain, I don't think there's any consequences.
This kind of rain. It was raining for an hour, my friend. Now it's not raining. Now it's dripping, but it was raining for an hour.
Okay, I keep saying that I don't think that the court is dangerous. I think that the court is playable. We're trying to help cleaning the court every changeover. So I keep saying that the court is right to play.
There's no question that Djokovic is frustrated. I think, Robbie, overall with his
Somebody has to get
performance
hurt until you are
so
getting
far
the point.
today.
Yeah, there is.
He's obviously
That is
complaining
good.
about the fact that it has been raining. He feels the court is dangerous and
I know you don't
unplayable.
want anybody to get hurt, but if I'm telling you 3 times that I almost twisted my ankle 3 times in the last 3 games, you're ignoring that fact completely.
I'm not ignoring the fact. I'm helping you swipe in the court.
Who do you think's right in this discussion?
The player's the only one who can feel the court, right? And if he's telling you that he's almost done his ankle and that he feels he could do some damage, how does the umpire know that's not the case? It's a very tricky one.
But he has to be fair to both players. Djokovic is setting a break down.
But as Djokovic said, what happens if I do my ankle? Then it's too late, right?
That's it.
We've certainly seen play continue in much worse conditions. Murray's done an excellent job of maintaining his concentration, although it has to be said that he too, when it was raining,
15
was having conversations with the umpire and wasn't happy with the conditions. And the court has been a little ropey all week, so you know, it's a discussion. You can understand why it's been had.
I always find it difficult when the umpire has to make the call about the conditions because they aren't the ones who are playing, Jace. And I totally get your point of being fair to both players. Murray's on a roll. Djokovic is struggling. He'd love for proceedings to be halted right now.
Lovely feel.
He's read Murray's favourite pattern there, hasn't he? He's leaning to his right.
And he's starting to perhaps channel that frustration and aggression now.
And that was key yesterday. We saw it against Nishikori. Got a code violation for hitting a ball in the direction of one of the ball kids at the net. And it was after that code violation that he got fired up and turned things around.
Half chance here. He's just so used to making those shots. He really went for his second serve there, 170k, and he needed to do something, didn't he?
Oh, what a time to defy the odds, Chase, because he's 0-7 on second serve points won in this set. It's just the first one he's won.
Again, rewarded for being courageous. Lovely hands, quick and very clear thinking under pressure there.
For a moment there, I thought he might be a little too heavy-handed. But he's won all the little battles within this overall war today, and that's why he's in such a strong position. The finish line now is well within sight.
Could have done that a little more frequently today. And he's had Murray under pressure. Doesn't come in all that often.
Of course, he required a win today to become the $100 million man with Novak Djokovic. Looks like he might have to wait a little longer.
Not too long, though. Of course, will be the least of his concerns. Huge bonus for Murray if you were able to break to seal victory.
Thank you. That's it.
What a time for his first double faults. Here's Murray. 2 match points. He's done it! And what a way to win the title here! Andy Murray becomes the first British winner here in Rome in the Open era. Remember, that's only his second victory over Djokovic since claiming the Wimbledon title back in 2013. And he will travel to Paris now, full of confidence and as a serious title contender. A well-deserved victory for Andy Murray.
Il presidente BNL Luigi Abete consegna la coppa, Mr. Stan Smith.
Of course, Stan Smith presenting Andy Murray with the trophy there.
E come abbiamo fatto per Novak Djokovic, per me è un grande onore, un grande piacere, tanta emozione intervistare Andy Murray. Welcome back in Rome, congratulations for this award. Ovviamente gli ho detto benvenuto e congratulazioni per questo premio. For me it's a big honor, a big pleasure to interview today. This is your first title for this year.
Yeah, buongiorno a tutti. Is that right?
It's correct, è giusto.
I'm sorry, but I'm not nowhere near as talented as Novak when it comes to languages, so I'm going to stick to English for the rest.
Si scusa perché non parla bene l'italiano, ma diciamo che lo perdoniamo, no? Gli facciamo sentire che lo perdoniamo?
Firstly, congratulate Novak and his team on another very good week. You know, he's had a great run the last 2 weeks and 2 very difficult matches before today, and it is hard when you play the night match and have to come back the following day, and you know, played a very long one with Kay yesterday, but you know, he was fighting right to the end today, and congratulations again.
Ovviamente si congratula con tutto il match, è stata una settimana dura, pesante, tante ore di allenamento e tante ore di gioco, e come potete immaginare è comunque un po' difficile arrivare fino qui. Do you want to try to say something else in Italian? Vuoi provare a dire qualcos'altro in italiano per salutare il pubblico di Roma? Just to say hello.
I can try, but ciao Roma.
Grazie ancora, facciamo un grandioso applauso a Andy Murray che vince la 73esima edizione di questi internazionali BNL d'Italia.
Everybody showing their appreciation for a great champion. Played some fantastic tennis this week. Of course, it is the perfect way to celebrate your birthday.
C'è una festa nella festa, come si dice, perché oggi, 15 maggio, non soltanto è il giorno in cui Andy Murray si è aggiudicato i 73esimi internazionali BNL d'Italia, ma è anche il giorno del suo compleanno e quindi lo festeggiamo qua, sul centrale del Foro Italico. Arriva anche
celebrating the 73rd edition of this event.
29 years old. It's birthday. It's your birthday, Andy Murray. Facciamo ancora un grande applauso per il compleanno di Andy Murray.
What kind of wish do you think he made there, Robbie? Win the French Open?
Will he take that over Wimbledon? I mean, he's got one of those already, so maybe. Always nice to be able to add to your collection, and of course that's what he's done today by winning here for the first time. So much history as well at this tournament.
Gli auguri ancora a Andy Murray, complimenti ancora a lui, a Djokovic, a tutti coloro che in questi 10 giorni si sono sfidati